let's start. This is a good box Henny to start with. Thanks everybody for being here. Good luck. Good luck, everybody. We got a full case going right now. From what I've seen, the boxes are pretty similar to last year's design. They're pretty similar to how they worked last year from everything that I've seen. We'll do a split half and half like we always do. And yeah, there you go, Joe B. Good call. Let's get that 1-1 ready to go. Downtown, I like to see a gold. I like to see a gold downtown. That's always fun too. Haven't seen. I think who said? Flo said. Flo said they saw a Jimmy Johnson one, I believe. So we'll see how that goes. We'll go a stack at a time here, like we always do. All right. Here's our first look. First look. It's upside down. There you go. There's what the cards look like. Now remember, I'm going to go quickly through the base here. We'll show a little bit as we go, but here's the base. So there's our first color, the red, blue. Now these are not numbered. Ross Chastain to start you off. Take a look if you haven't seen them before. Let me set my focus. It just honestly, it just makes me dizzy to keep when the camera keeps focusing in and out. So I take off the autofocus here. Autofocus is good when I'm selling, but when we're opening up the boxes, there we go. All right, that's a little better. And there we go. We'll keep the focus right there. There's Ross Chastain. Is our first red, blue. Here's our first optic. Our first optic is Luke Fenhouse. And the insert, little Race Kings, Justin Allgaier, like I said. There's Justin Allgaier. And the portraits and the rides are what are the new stuff. Now, those are still base cards. And here you go. If you do want any of these, again, send me a direct message. I'll add a few of those to your order if you do want some of those. Be happy to do that. All right, right there. There's the William Byron. See, so you got to pick up the William Byron spot. There's William Byron, silver optic. Here's our first number card, the King. There's the Richard Petty. And then, oh, how about our first Petty sleeve? Little Alex Bowman. The B, the Spellbound. I did like the Spellbound yesterday. I know people were using the Spellbound. How about an Explosion Spellbound? 49 out of 49. There you go. There's a good start. 49 out of 49 is our low number for the day. Oh, we're going to beat that. We'll put that right there so people could see. Cannot see. We'll put that up here so people could see. There you go. All right, I'll go a little faster here. Tyler Reddick, Carson Koppel we got. Go to, here is Austin Beers. Numbered. Blake Perkins. And there, oh, how about that? On card. On card next day. There's a good start. How about our autograph right there? What do you think? Not numbered, but it is on card. We like it? I'll keep that up there. So who had Sally? That one's going to that one is Card Lab. Card Lab, I may have stepped away. There's the insert unleashed. We got Luke Fenhouse, Chris Buescher. Go through the base. Here is Parker Retzlaff as the optic. Ross Chastain for the red blue, and a E, Mr. Hocevar on that spelling. Yeah, I'll move a little fast. Right now, I'm just enjoying the cards to start. I know, like the first off the line, but I didn't buy in any first off the line. I honestly, not that I you can spend your money any way you want. I just think they were kind of high priced. Yeah, the Yeah, I don't. I've been always, if you can't say, I don't want to criticize Sally Mott. I do like when the crew chiefs are in there. Here is red blue Tony B. We got an optic Joey Logano, a red for optics. Those are $199, I believe. 143 out of 199 on that one. And there's your first team logo on those inserts. More at the base. Here's our first little Brad. We were just talking about Brad. Here's our first suited up look. How are you feeling on that? What's your impressions on the suited ups here this year? It's not numbered on this one, but how's the memorabilia right behind it? Right behind it, a little Jimmy Johnson, a free Jimmy Johnson, purple out of 99. Now, if you're new here, anything under 100, I'll top load for you. I'll penny sleeve, the other numbered stuff, but if it's under 100, you get a top loader. Here's your Spellbound. Always fun to put that together. More base. Here's another purple. Kevin Harvick. Another free Kevin Harvick. And so far, all the free stuff's hidden. Jimmy Johnson and Kevin Harvick are purples. There you go. Did I miss a 101? No, I don't think so yet. Got the purples. I'll keep the purples there. Here is there's the Unleashed. I do like that look. That's a pretty fun look. You got your base, the rides. I need those. More base. Here is a silver. Got a nice silver Kyle Petty. Yeah, no, I didn't see one yet. Oh, well, we'll be good on that. I'm hoping. There's Raja. The red blue. Spellbound is William Byron. Always fun. There's a couple more base in that one. So far, we got two purples. Let's think about how the box is working. The autograph. Okay, I mean, not bad autograph. I do like to have on card and stuff. That's not too bad. And our low number is out of 49. Always looking for a downtown, of course. Let's go. We'll go a little quicker on the packs here. And I'll get the base on camera, but 10 boxes. All right, here we go. Second half of the box. Let's see what we're looking at here on the second half. We have Michael McDowell to start. The red blue is William Byron. Anthony Alfredo is the optic. And a little Carson Hocevar on the Race Kings. Oh, that's what hey, you got to say it. There's Connor Zillage. With the eyes, the spectacles. I got him on the glasses one. The optic is Christian Eckes. Little Heim Time red blue. And William Byron spelling. Next up, red Dawson Sutton. Rated rookie. Austin Hill is the optic. And there's our second. How about pedal to the metal? Nice shiny pedal to the metal. There's Brad. More Brad. Here is there you go. An optic green Sammy Smith out of 99. The greens are out of 99. Frankie Nunez is the red blue. Let's keep going. There is the red blue here. Kyle Petty again. I think we had one of those ready. Mr. Mellow Yellow. Here's an optic rated rookie. Connor Hall. There is Lane Riggs Unleashed. Here's your base, another optic Amarola. The tricolor, or two-color, not tricolor. We're not in select yet. Richard Petty and Jimmy Johnson. Oh, Jimmy Johnson. KK. There's a blue. Out of 199, the Rusty Wallace. A young Rusty Wallace. The portrait and the rides. Kind of nice. Davey Allison portrait. And the last pack of the first box has Kyle Larson optic. And then a Jeff Gordon, red, blue, and Carson Hocevar R. And finish off with Alex Bowman as a portrait. All right, what do you think? What's your first impression? I know First Off the Line has been out for a while, but what's your first impression on this as we're opening up the next pack? It's the artwork I'm so used to 2025. Yeah, it's nice hits. It's what we expect from Donruss, to be honest. Ooh, did we get an extra pack? Hold on. Nope. Thought we got lucky. On that one. So we got an extra pack on that. Yeah, if you do want some of those contest cards, let me know. Be happy to send you those. Send me a direct message though. Like don't post it in the chat. I'll forget or miss it. That's why I have Linda helping us outflow, because I'll miss the chat. Now remember, if you saw something, there were a few of the drivers that are left. We had a couple nice hits on who's available. Keep track of who's available. When out of 25 comes in, when the autographs come in, maybe we'll run those. We'll see what we could do, or I could add it to tomorrow's. I know some people are set collectors like me. I could add it to tomorrow's break if there's nothing too big that shows up. We'll see what happens. Anything's on the table here. All right, half case. Here is box number 2. Where are we at? We're starting with the King. Optic Silver. And a red Lane Riggs, it looks like. And a red. That too. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm going to get caught reading. 2016. I didn't know that. I didn't mention SVG's name yet. I say. We're just starting off here. Okay. Here is the rides. William Byron. My stack's good. Another rides. Rated rookie there. There's a blue Riley Hurst out of 199. Ty Dillon. And how about a dialed in explosion? Andre Perez de Lara. There's our autograph. What do you think? These young guys, I'm going to complain. I think the young guys get a little better autograph here. But not too bad. A dialed in. 42 out of 49. We'll put it over here. Congrats who had Andres. That one's going to... Who had that one? That's Linda. Linda for $2. That's worth the admission price on Andres. Congrats on that. Here is Matt Kenseth Race Kings. There's more base. Optic of Ryan Blaney with the crab. Noah Gregson, red, blue, and Carson Hocevar, the V. There is Ryan Preece here, and right behind it is a Jimmy Johnson black. 39. There's our low number. Free Jimmy Johnson. That one, Kyle. He may have stepped away, but congrats, Kyle. That one's for you. And a low number of the night. We'll keep that up here for the low numbers. Hendricks on the team logo. Oh, there you go, Kyle. Congrats on that. And just finish off a couple base cards. There is the red, blue. Oh, there's Ernie Irvan. Alex Bowman's W. And the portrait. How about a purple Brennan Jones? Out of 99. Carson, host of our Optic. And another team logo insert. Let me keep my stacks organized. There's the team logo. JR Motorsports. So far, I like that. I like that they put the team logo in there, to be honest with you. Here is a more Andre Perez de Lara. A wild card. Justin Allgaier, red, blue. And another Bowman. We're going to get Bowman spelled out. Now, I kind of like they put the colored B on the, like, you didn't notice it before. Last year it wasn't like that. Here is Jeb Burton. Jeb Burton, red, blue. Those are not numbered, remember. Zach. Tinkle. Did I put Trickle? I got to change that. Ross Chastain, Unleashed. And just a few more base cards and portraits. Now, being a set guy, I like that there's 3 different sets. There's a portrait set. There is your base set. And then there's the ride set. So helps me in my collection pursuits. What are you guys chasing? How are we feeling here? We're on there. Just our second box. All right, here we go. We're owed some memorabilia this time. Looks like the autograph in our first box, the autograph was on the right side, left side of the box, and now the memorabilia is on the right. Let's see if that holds for all you pattern recognition people like me. All right, here we go. We have Austin Cindric, red, blue, Michael McDowell, Optic, and Rusty Wallace, Unleashed. How about a suited up blue, little Corey Heim. That one's out of 49. A fire suit. My first impressions is I like last year's a little better. I was a big fan of last year's. Let's see which top loader these go into. This is fits really nicely into the 130. There you go. And a purple right behind it, a purple Austin Hill. Carson again. The H this time. It looks like a red Tony B. 77 out of 299 for that one. Nick Sanchez, and Race Kings is Justin Allgaier. This is a nice black. Here's Nick Sanchez. Silver on that one. Michael McDowell is the insert, and the parallel. The parallel was Michael McDowell. The insert is William Byron. And all right, last stack for box number 2. What are we looking at here? Bobby Labonte, Optic. Justin Allgaier. And Jeff Gordon, a nice holographic one. Out of 199. There is we got red, Joey Logano, red, blue. Jesse Love optic, and more suited up Almendinger. We got the Dinger. The suit, see that? I haven't seen a multicolor one yet. Okay. No Gregson. There is Connor Hall. Connor Hall optic silver. William Swallich. And there's Carl Edwards all suited up, looking good. Looking good on the portrait. Here is Chase Elliott, the free Chase Elliott. Right behind it is John Paul Southern. There is optic and more Jeff Gordon. This one is regular Jeff Gordon base. Alex Bowman and a couple portraits right there to finish off that. All right, box number 2. 2 boxes out of the way. Yeah, haven't seen any Busch cards. Let's check the tire. I'm going to time myself on how long it takes to open a box so we can see what we're doing. As we're going through these. There we go. Yeah, what else haven't we seen? SVG, I haven't seen an SVG. That's coming. Let's see. Hold on. I'm scrolling through what's available. Yeah, no Butterbean. We'll see. We'll see the autographs. So far, the autographs, we got Andre Perez de Lara and Salimat are the autographs. I liked Andre Perez, and then that's a low number. Okay, our lowest number is out of 30. The Jimmy Johnson out of 39 is where we're at for low numbers. Let's try to beat that in this box. Remember, it's a fresh case. Just came in. Just opened them up an hour ago. Just opened up the case an hour ago. So let's see what's here. Cheat. Let's see some gold here. Here is the insert is Cole Custer and Tony B again. Tony B green. And Legacy team logo for that one. Oh, hold on. The boys there. Let me give me a second here. I got to close the door. They left the door open. When everybody came and raided me, they left the door open. Brian. Close the door. See? They all came to my office. That's why I do breaks during the day. They all came in the office and left the door open. All right, sorry, where were we? There we go. Just going to see some base here. Sheldon Creed. And a little Kevin Harvick. How about this one? Out of 99. It's all red. I think it's same pattern as last year. A lot of these are... We got the suited up. I like that they put the portrait in there. That's my first impression. Kyle Larson blue. Here is, I like the Spellbound. That's always fun. That's a fun set to put together. But it's giving me last year vibes. Rick Stenhouse red. That $2.99. William Byron optic. And the Race Kings. Really colorful too. Is my other impression on that. A lot of color here. Here's an optic. We were just talking. There's Butterbean optic. Silver. Followed by Wild Card, followed by Tyler Reddick insert, and Ryan Blaney spelling. Here is little Sam Meyer is the insert. Optic is Jeff Burton, and the insert is Junior. Ryan Truex, optic. What do we got here? A red Carson Quabble. And how about Unleashed Explosion Denny Hamlin? So getting a lot of out of 49s. That's a fun card. Take a look at that. You got your explosion in the back. You got Unleashed. Unleashed is a nice sharp card. I kind of like that. I gotta admit, that's a fun card right there. Yeah, I'm. My first impression is the Unleashed are the way to go. You know me, I like the explosions. I think those are nice. Here's a blue Sheldon Creed. There's Jake Garcia. And there's Ryan Preece. Ryan Preece is the autograph. This is the old classic one. I think the dialed in. The other ones we had were a little. Here's what we're used to. Here's what we're used to on the autographs. Optic silver autograph. Ryan Preece. Remember, these are not numbered. There you go. Kyle, is that you? Congrats on that. We'll show all these at the end. I'll just keep lining up those autographs. Yeah, I like the Unleashed. I think the Unleashed are fun. And finish off this half with Lane Riggs. We got Terry Labonte. And Jimmy Johnson, the H. And we'll do the second half. The second half of box number 3. So we still got plenty of break left here. Now remember, I'm recording all these, so if you do step away for whatever reason, like I had to, I got the whole family rating me. I like my first impression is very colorful. I like the it's the same patterns. You got the spelling, you got the Race Kings, so same makeup. I don't see anything. What do you feel? How are we comparing 2025 to 2026? How's everybody feeling on that one? Like to see what the downtowns look like. Hint, hint. All right. Here is Dale Jarrett. The insert, the KK is the optic, and the insert is Corey Heim. We have a Butterbean again. Here's Butterbean optic. There's Danica. I think that's our first Danica. Is the insert. Parallel. The insert is Ryan Blaney. Here is another purple, Landon Huffman. There he is. Serious. A purple, more Danica. And a Christian Eckes on the memorabilia. Got a little smudge right there. Just a little glue, nothing bad. And yeah, I think the Unleashed, although the Race Kings are nice too. I think the Unleashed, I'm liking. Like the shiny Unleashed. Here is a shiny Selimat optic. Or Junior parallel. And there's the Connor Zillage season highlights to finish off that stack. One more stack here for box number 3. Here is Daniel Dye. Right behind it is John Paul Southern. That's I don't remember. I got to make some comparisons. I like different pictures for optics and Donruss. Jimmy Johnson on there. And more Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson all over the place today. Corey Heim spelling. We got Christopher Bell portrait there. Here is a black Matty D. Now wait a minute. This is these are the door numbers. Right? I thought black was door numbers. Now I'm trying to think. I honestly can't remember. There's a whole lot. I can't remember. Is Matty D out of 90? Is this door number 99? Somebody help me out on that one. I can't remember that. 82 out of 99. We'll put them right down there. On the parallel. Huh? Yeah, that's, I'm going to look that up. Here's Optic Brad. Here is base. There's Takuma. Followed by the parallel is Sheldon Creed. There's Cowbush. And then just a few base cards. All right, what are you thinking? Yeah, I think that'd be fun. SVG spelling. Give me a second here. I'm just going to clean up the stacks here. All right, we're 3 boxes in. Do you think? I think they should. I think they should change it up on who the spelling's going to. Just my opinion. Let's grab this one here. Yeah. It's reminding me a lot of last year, is my impression. I like it's a little colorful, a little more, I don't want to say edgy, a little more, I'm trying to think, what's the word? Colorful, but colorful is just not doing it for me. I'm gonna have to get the thesaurus out. Some of you don't even know what a thesaurus is. I'm gonna have to get the because it seems the color combination are a little more pastel, vibrant. Ooh, good word. I like that. And the pictures are the printing's pretty nice, pretty sharp on the printing. It's what we expect from Donruss, to be honest with you. It's the entry level. Like I said, I saw the boxes going for on Steel City $99. So that's a little bit above manufacturer suggested retail price, about $10. It's about 10% higher than what you could have bought them on pre-sale at $90. So we'll see if that holds or just is a fluke if it falls back. I don't know if everybody get their boxes yet. Here is, let's start fresh with Austin Dillon. A free Austin Dillon. That was a giveaway. William Byron. And there is more Jimmy Johnson, a free Jimmy Johnson. The Red Explosion out of 99 for the insert. A blue Parker Retzlaff out of 199. Here is Chandler Smith. And how about a Daniel Dye autograph? Hold on. That is our 4th autograph. Turn of the century. Little Daniel Dye autograph. It is numbered, I think. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, right there, up here. 49. 39 out of 49. There you go. Congrats on that, Linda. I know Linda's a Daniel Dye person. Congrats. We'll show, there's Lane Riggs, Unleashed. Here is Alex Bowman, Optic. More William Byron. Is the parallel, and Carson, the E. And his chilies. You know I'm going to comment on the chilies because I like the chilies. Austin Beers. There's SVG Red out of 199 Optics. I like the Optics have parallels too. They just touched on it last year, but now they're going strong this year. So I like that. And then take a look. Don't forget it. Like SVG is available. Take a look. Go through the auction right now. If you see anything that's available and you're interested, let me know. before the good stuff hits, here is Corey Day. Red, Jimmy Johnson on the insert. Here's a black Carson Hocevar. This one's out of 99 also. I got to look this up then. So it can't be door number, because I didn't think the last black was door number. So maybe they have 2 out of 99s. I know purple for sure. This one is 13 out of 99. Yeah, the velocity one. So the velocity and the purple are, we'll put it up here. The velocity ones and the purple ones are both out of 99. That's unusual. Josh Williams. Team Penske on the logos. Insert. Here is an optic Kyle Busch. See? Kyle Busch here. Right behind it is, looks like J-Mac. And Carson Hocevar again. We're going to spell out the whole Hocevar name. Here, parallel is Raja. Josh Berry is the optic. And there's Brad. Inserts to finish that stack there. All right. Let's see. Sorry, I wasn't reading the chat. I've been seeing on tops. Yeah, I haven't started baseball yet. That's why I usually put a set together for myself and the boys for baseball. And I haven't gotten any baseball yet, so I haven't started it or gotten any yet. I've been working, I've been doing the Legos with the boys. Everybody, they're a little more interested in that. I force them to do baseball cards. They'd rather do Pokemon cards. But we've been having a little fun building some Legos. So that's not too bad. I like that. All right, there you go. Box number 4. Let's finish up. Finish strong for box number 4. What are we looking at here? Oh, there's your Brad. How about a pedal to the metal? Got your Brad out of 99. Not too bad on that. Right behind a little J-Mac. This is the first out of 25. Okay. The Pandora. That's our low number. It's our first one out of 25. What do you think? The boxes? They're going with that. Jamie McMurray. Gotta love now. See here. Take a look. Yeah, there you go. Flo. That's available. So you got a guaranteed hit here. I'm going to run it because I honestly don't collect. I mean, I go to McDonald's a lot with 3 boys and 10 minutes between, but all right. So this guaranteed hit. You get this J-Mac plus all the other ones. And here's how we do it here. If it hits, what do you think? Let me just run this one. Guarantee this card out of 25 plus all the other J-Mac cards that are going to show up today. Any interest in this? There's Archie. Guaranteed hit. Some people like waiting for the guaranteed hit. Does it hold up for you? Thank you, Archie. There you go. See, now there's no giveaways going on now, but at least when we get out of the 25s, congrats on that. Just a little guarantee for you. Not many guarantees in the break. Yeah, Tony B is still available. Honestly, since I don't know if you've been here, but I had a couple of Tony Bs, but nothing big. Just to be honest, I know I should try to sell a little better, but I don't want to make you buy anything you don't want. There's all this Carson Koppel. The optic. Now this is it bothered me last year, and I'm going to say it again this year. Okay, I don't like it that they have the same picture. I would enjoy it if they had different pictures for optics. As there's Brad K. Unleashed. I would like different pictures, to be honest. That's just my take. I don't know what you guys think. Here is Todd Gilliland. And Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson is the parallel William Byron insert. See, a lot of little William Byrons have been showing up. A lot of little Tony B's have been showing up. Nothing out of 25. That was our best out of 25. Here's Lane Riggs on the parallel. Eric Jones optic. And right behind it was Lane Riggs, it looks like. Just a few more base. All right, last stack of box number 4. We're looking at Austin Dillon, a free Austin Dillon. That was a giveaway. Daniel Dye, there's our first Mr. Day. And William Byron again. Sorry, he's checking chat here. Sheldon Creed. Parallel. Here is Sammy Smith. And a little Joey Logano. Suited up. Kyle Busch Unleashed. There's a green Kevin Harvick. Oh, the freebies are showing up. Here's where you got to get in on the. I don't think you got to get in on the giveaways. There's a nice Kevin Harvick green out of 99. Chase Briscoe. And more team logo. I thought the team logo would be more. They're a little scarcer. William Byron. Here is the optic of Daniel Suarez. And the insert is Carson Hosmer. Just a few more to finish that box off. All right, what do you think? How are we feeling here? What is the take on this versus the first off the lines? Okay, I was a lot of discussion. I had a lot of discussion with a lot of good people who are smarter than me on, I couldn't pull the trigger on the first off the line boxes, and they were selling for, as you can see, the prices. I'm interested to hear what you have to say about that. Do you feel these boxes, our best one was out of 25, do you feel the first off the line are a little more stacked? Any thoughts on that from what you watched versus these? Now we're only 5 boxes in to 10 cases, so printing plates. Yep, I did see some printing plates there. I did not. Our best one is on 25 here. I don't remember seeing. I didn't watch many, but I don't remember seeing any 101s. 300 on a box of first off the line. Yeah, I think they started at 250. Here is Carson Hocevar, optic. Carson's showing up a lot. Bubba on a parallel portrait, rides, spellbound. I think that's always fun to put the spelling together too. And like I said, this is not that expensive. Hopefully you're feeling it with me here. Andre. And Matt Kenseth is the insert Race Kings. Parker Retzlaff, silver, the optic silver. And like I said, next week I have Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick is out of 299, and right behind it is Richard Petty out of 199. We're going to open up some retail and some Omegas, so that'll be interesting to see what's in those. There's Sheldon Creed, 199 one. The optic Cole Tinkle. And there's a Danica autograph. That's a fun picture. There you go. It's kind of nice. I think that's not too bad. A good picture there. That's our 5th one. Here is Tyler. Notice I'm noticing it's on the right side of the box, left side of the box too, is what I'm seeing. The autographs are always there. See how that's interesting. What else we got? Oh, we got a couple shiny things coming. There, how about this one? Connor Zillage, purple, 59. It's not a 59 here. That's not too bad. Connor Zillage out of 59. Optic. We'll put that right there. So we got a lot of good variety here, which is what we expect from Bubba Walls. What we expect here. There is the parallel is Rytrix. Bobby Labonte Optic. Unleashed is Ross Chastain. I think we got another mojo coming of William Sawalich out of 25. See, now the 25s are starting to happen. This is 7 out of 25. There you go. Dallas, is that you? Congrats on that. It's looking nice. Looking nice. I'll put that right here so you can get a picture of that. I do like those. Jimmy Johnson's spelling. Here comes a purple. Matty D purple. And William Sawalich again. There you go. Starting to hit now. RFK. Dale, just a few base products right there. So the first off the line, got a nice swirl from first off the line. See, that was, I mean, like I said, that was one card. Yeah, like printing plates. I saw Joe B said there were some printing plates in there. Again, I'm holding my reservations until we open up at least a case to see. We're 5 boxes. We're a quarter into the case. We had our best one is two out of 25s, a bunch of out of 49s. So, and the autographs, they had an extra autograph. Or what was the ratio of first off the line autographs to the other swirls, the ones out of 7? Anybody do any calculations on that? I think what I saw, and again, I didn't do any calculations, but I saw maybe out of every 2 boxes, here's Ty Gibbs. And Zane Smith, there's little Zane Smith. Red out of 199. Haas. The maybe about 40%, Joe B said. About 40% is autographs. So every other box here is Sheldon Creed. Suited up, the fire suits. I like to see what those out of 25s look like. Ken Schrader out of $2.99. That's red Ken Schrader. See, tons of William Byron. Nothing big, but if you're a William Byron person and putting some sets together, there's Ty Dillon. Connor Zillage is the parallel. And Carson again. I wonder if we could spell out Carson. We've got a bunch of those. Here is a red Ricky Stenhouse. There's the King Optics. And Ryan Blaney Unleashed. For that part. Just a few base. And the last of box number 5 is Eric Jones. Optics Silver. Here is Joey Logano. And William Byron again. Right behind it is Corey Day. Corey Day is the insert. Chris Buescher, Optic. And SVG is the Race Kings. I think SVG is still available. What do we got? Ryan Truex. Optic. Ross Chastain. And I thought this was a Tiger or something. See, now that's a fun card. Jimmy Johnson, Unleashed. Free Jimmy Johnson. That's not Kyle. Not too bad for you. I need one more penny sleeves here. See, that's a good looking card right there. Now remember, I even last year I was talking to how I like the explosions, and I think they did a good job organizing it. Take a look at that. This is 13. No, I'm sorry, 19. 19. We'll put it right here. 19 out of 49 for that. Mike McDowell, just the rides and the portraits. Here is Terry Labonte. You got Daniel Hemrick. And then Martin Truex is the Burning Rubber. Those are kind of the rarer ones, Burning Rubber. See, more Unleashed. Richard Petty, just a few more. There we go, 5 boxes in. What's the first impressions? As I clean up. They're a little rarer is the Burning Rubber. I think 5 boxes in, I think that's our first Burning Rubber we had. It's probably being optimistic, getting all the penny sleeves ready to go. All right, let's start with this one, the second half of the break. Not doing good on time. I could go, there are a few, like I said, there's a few spots left. You see what's been showing. I would say the biggie, William Byron. We've had a bunch of William Byron stuff. A few Chase Briscoe. Our best one was the J-Mac. Thank you, Archie. Grab that one. That was our best. Yeah, I could see that. Like I said, Card Lab is saying there's not as many rookies. I remember there was only 5. I think last year we had a few more rated rookies, didn't we? And they were all in one stack. If you remember when we were breaking last year, when you got one rated rookie, they were all mixed together. So if you open up a pack and you saw a rated rookie, the other rated rookies were in the same pack. These are more spread out. So maybe it doesn't seem as prevalent, but there's only 5. Like I said, I think it's more colorful. We're going with, I want to say Paisley. All right, here we go. Starting the second half. And let's see what we got. Let's see. Starting with a Harrison Burton. On the insert, Ryan Preece. Optic. And Jimmy Johnson. Race Kings. There is Justin Allgaier. Is the Optic. Denny Hamlin. And how about Ryan Blaney against Spelling? Purple, Jimmy Johnson. Good old Panini sorting. SVG Optic. And this reminds me of the stickers. Remember, think back for you, all you baseball fans out there that have a sticker, a team logo, and you had a sticker you could put on your window or your lunchbox, if you remember what lunchboxes were. Here is Cal Petty. I think we've seen that one already. And right behind it, Kevin Harvick. And a little Heim time. Not as many out of 199s. Not as many parallels there either, I'm noticing. Chase Briscoe, insert, Joey Logano, Optic, and there's Corey Heim again. Followed by Chase Elliott Optic, Kyle Busch, parallel, and see how I like these. These are the holographic ones, the hollows, out of 199. They're still doing that this year. Here is a blue, Sally Mott, Jeff Burton, Optic, and the mullet, Josh Williams suited up. I think we got tons of suited up. The tires are a little rare, Unleashed. Jeff Gordon again. And a little Jesse Love red. Out of Optic red, 199. Here is more Ken Schrader. He's holding a sign. And season highlights. All right, that time the autograph was not on the right side. left side. I keep saying right side. Yeah, I haven't mentioned Geo yet. It's interesting. Let's see. Box number 6. Now remember, the second half of the case is tomorrow afternoon, and we're doing a fresh case tomorrow morning. Okay, so come on out tomorrow morning. Even if you're working, who cares? Tell me you got some NASCAR stuff to do. Where this is box number 6, the second half of box number 6. All right, we got the Austin Bears. Ross Chastain is the optic. It looks like Race Kings, more junior. Race Kings. Here is Anthony Alfredo. Optic silver. Ricky Stenhouse blue. And a Corey Day. Corey Day Unleashed. Out of 99, the red. They got a blue Jeb, a little Jeb Burton, blue. Tony B. And a little Brennan Poole. See, now he's autograph only. I don't think I had a listing for Brennan. So that's our 6th autograph. So far, I think I like Ryan Priest on the autographs. Now remember, on the Unleashed, Donruss isn't a big autograph. That's coming later. There's Kane Honeycutt optic. Donruss is good for us set collectors. Kyle Busch is the parallel and Kyle Busch for the U. And the last stack for box number 6. Oh. Maybe a gold. Let's see. Here's Raja. And right behind Raja is, how about a Jeff Gordon gold optic? Well, that's not too bad. It's our first gold. There you go. Number 7 out of 10. This gets a stand. We'll put this right here. Jeff Gordon gold optic. Gotta like that. Who had Jeff Gordon? That one's going to Jeff Gordon is Daryl. There's Daryl, yeah. Not too shabby, Daryl. Congrats on that. That's our low number of the night. We're going to beat it. Joe Gibbs. That was in box number 6. I just grabbed these out of the case. I don't know where it was sitting in the case. Here is more Brad. How about a Brad out of 99? Burning Rubber, red. And the velocity, this is a door number. Okay, so I think we're going to do some studies here. I want to say this has to be a door number. This was a good box because this is out of 19. This is 17 out of 19. Chase Briscoe. Now, I'm going to compare here. Here's what the other black looked like. All right, a little difference here. The velocity. This is the velocity one. And then here's a Chase Briscoe. That's still low. That's besides the red, that's our low number. All right, that's good to see. Is Briscoe available? Hold on, let's see. All right, it's on a 19. Let me run this one. Plus all the other Chase Briscoes. You got the low number here out of 19, who's a Chase Briscoe collector. Any takers on this one? Briscoe door number? No. You don't need. I always bet on how Panini sorts that there'll be 5 more of these. But if you're interested, let me know. Let's keep going with Jimmy Johnson on the H. The Michael McDowell red parallel. Yeah, if anybody know a Chase Briscoe guy, Connie Zillage is there. Joey Logano. And finish off with some portrait rides. Portrait. Still, I'd still say those are. Oh, thank you. Flo knows everybody. That's why Flo helps. Flo's in the know. Yeah, if you know somebody, tag them. Let them know. Let them know we got one. Because I'd be happy to trade it or sell it. I don't even know what I'm collecting in Donruss yet. As I'm looking through, I'm formulating my plan. All right, box number 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, box number 7. And then I'll get these sorted, probably not tomorrow, because we're doing 2 shows tomorrow, morning and afternoon. So probably not going to sort them tomorrow. But take a look. Send me a message if you want the same price for tomorrow evening. Tomorrow we're going to start a fresh case tomorrow morning. So that's all. Take a look. Grab who you want to grab tomorrow morning. But if you want the same price in tomorrow, plus it'll go faster, and then you get the full case of your driver. So message me, and I'll message you back probably tonight sometime. And we can arrange a time when you're on. I can change. I don't want someone sniping your good deal that you got today. All right, here we go. We're starting with Chase Briscoe again. See, I told you. More Chase Briscoe. There's Cal Petty. Red out of 199. There's the season highlights, Carl Edwards. This is Pedal to the Metal, Connor Zillage. All right, we're getting a few Connor Zillage here out of 99. Oh, I thought it was 88. Ooh, I thought it was 68 on there. Lane Riggs. And I think it's the first purple. Oh, I thought this was a numbered. It's just his regular Spellbound. I thought it was a purple number. Here's a blue Christian Eckes. We got Chandler Smith, Optic. And more SVG. Race Kings. Here is the... Now, silvers aren't as prevalent as they were last year, I think. We're getting not as many of those. Jesse Love, Parallel, and Alex Bowman. Yeah, those are just regular. Here is Bubba Voss, Red Blue, Justin Bonsignor, Optic, and Tyler Reddick, Race Kings. How about John Paul Southern Green? I forgot. Green's out of 99. Green Optic. I like the Optic. Has parallels. That's a nice thing that they did. And then Ross Chastain. And right behind it is Butterbean. Unleashed Butterbean out of 199. So the holographic ones. That's a nice Butterbean. Here comes another black of Harrison Burton. Another door number. All right, so it's good to know the velocity versus the door numbers on how they're looking at. Harrison Burton, part of the Burtons. I believe, hold on, that I saw Harrison Burton too. All right, $10. Harrison Burton door number. Are you a Harrison Burton door number? Any takers on this, plus all the other Harrison Burtons out there. Keep those two and show them at the end. And if you do know anybody, thank you for tagging them for Harrison Burton. That's a good thing about putting the Burtons together, to be honest with you. Josh Williams, and there's our autograph signature series, Kyle Weatherman. All right. It's interesting. Little Kyle Weatherman autograph. Put it on the autograph shelf. No offense, Kyle Weatherman. I just got nothing to say. Here is Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch Optic. There's Geo on the parallel, and Carson notes. The O, just a couple more there. And we're finishing up box number 7. Yeah, the autograph, it's not a big autograph set, I would say. So you'll have nice ones, but I think they save some of the big autographs for other stuff. But the on-card ones are still here. I think we only have 2 on-card ones today, but still got plenty more. And remember, this is just the first half of the case too. So I'm holding my reservations until I see what's in the case. Oh, had a 101 today, Dallas. That's not too bad. Kyle Larson. I want to see a 101 here. I want to see a downtown and a 101. I don't want to be too greedy. Don't want to be greedy, but we deserve it. Let's start with Caden Honeycutt. And I'm a little JHN Optic. More Jeff Gordon Race Kings. There is Taylor Gray, a little Taylor Gray Optic. We got Ryan Blaney and Alex Bowman. Oh, that's not a number. That's a Ty Gibbs. Rides. There's Jimmy Johnson. Right behind it is Carson Hocevar. And you had a little Matty D. Matty D suited up. Not many parallels in the memorabilia either. Haven't seen many of those. Oh, I'm sorry, Unleashed. It's the Unleashed. I like the Unleashed. That's the Unleashed are my favorite. Last year I loved the initials. Oh, here's a green on the 99. Little butterbean green for the Optic. Raja and Team Penske is the logos. Yeah, I like the Spellbound last year, and the inserts today. This year the Unleashed are really nice. Here is the insert. We got Eric Jones, and how about Matt Kenseth? Austin Dillon. There's AD Optic. Yeah, I'm going to see it. Well, when I sort, I'll have a better look at what's available. See, like this box had a lot of Alex Bowmans on the spelling. There is Raja and Sammy Smith. Optic and the season highlights, Ryan Blaney season highlights. What else? Daniel Suarez. We were just talking about Daniel Suarez. There you go. Daniel Suarez Optic. A Denny Hamlin parallel. And Carson's the V for victory. And there we go. There is box number 7. Let's jump right to number 8. Yeah, I'm going to say my last year I really liked, because it was a great idea. I liked the Spellbound last year. That was a good idea. And I did like the memorabilia last year. I put all 3 sets together for memorabilia. This year, I'm liking the Unleashed as the parallel. The parallel, the insert Unleashed is what I'm enjoying. The inserts are not like I felt last year. I like last year's a lot better, is what I'm thinking. This year, it's similar. I think it's similar last year. I think the color's a little better, to be honest. It seems crisper. Even the black seems, shinier. I'd say there are not as many. My first impression is not as many silver Optic. Last year we had 1 every 4 or so. Yeah, the base looks a little crisper. Yeah, like I said, the base is a nicer base. Here's Daniel Hemrick, Optic Silver, as we were just saying. There's not as many. A red Ty Gibbs, and oh, right behind it, how about a Ryan Blaney Explosion? This is 90. I thought it was gold for a second there. Thought we had a gold. This was 90 out of 99, though. I guess it's yellow for Ryan Blaney. All right, keep going. And I do have that other inserts, the portraits and the rides. That's a little better. Yeah, the fake gold. Got the fake gold to get excited on there, and it was yellow. Spencer Boyd. Here is Bubba Wallace. And, oh, how about a little Kevin Harvick autograph? This is why you get in on the freebies. Where's Dallas? Who had Kevin Harvick? For free. Kevin Harvick for free. Not too shabby there. It's not on card, it's a sticker, but still nice. Nice job, Dallas. I think that's my favorite so far. There's Chase Elliott Unleashed. Oh, hold on. See, the wife's texting me now. See, I'm getting, am I going to pick up? See, even in the evening, I still have to pick stuff. Let me text her back and tell her, yes, I will. I got about a half hour before I got to go pick people up. But we're okay. We're doing good on time. Here is, see, I'm allowed to have fun. It's not too much fun. Not too much fun. Chase Briscoe again. See, I told you. Chase Briscoe all over the place. Here is Mike McDowell. The insert and more Carson. There is Richard Petty. And a little Tyler Reddick purple. On a 59. Purple's 59 there for Tyler Reddick. Bubba Wallace is the season highlights insert. There's a few more base on that one. What else we got? Let's see, I can use some 101. Come on, everybody, be with me. Here's Tony B. Kyle Busch on a 299. There is William Byron for the spelling. How about a Jesse Love? Jesse Love red. Parallel. Kane Honeycutt optic. And the insert is Josh Berry season highlights. Jimmy Johnson optic. The parallels William Byron. And how about Jimmy Johnson for the spelling? There is more Ryan Blaney. Little Connor Zillage optic. And there's Dale. Race Kings. All right. Yeah, I think, let me get through. I think the format is pretty much the same, right? Last year, 5 base, 1 optic, 1 insert, 1 parallel. It's the same format, right? That's pretty much the format we had before. I think the distribution is the same. Like I said, the first of the line I watched. Remember, we're only in our first run. The first off the line was, printing plates. I didn't see any printing plates, although we're not even opened up our first case yet. Yeah, the rides. But remember, last year packs were the same. 8 cards per pack, 16 packs per box was the same as last year. They had, and some people could, here we go, more William Byron. Now, there was a lot of William Byron. Nothing big, but if you're a William Byron person, now's the time to grab them. And there you go. There's another door number. Little Tyler Reddick. And Tyler Reddick's cooled off a little bit, but I'm a Tyler Reddick fan too. I kind of like that. Our door numbers. Got a couple hits on the door numbers. How are we feeling on, Little Tyler Reddick here. Not too shabby there. Carson E. Here's a blue Raja. And then Frankie Nunez, Optic. And Joe Logano, Race Kings. Followed by a silver Danica Patrick. There is Justin Allgaier. And then a little Carson again. I thought that was the season highlights. Here is Ryan Truex. Right behind it is Zane Smith, Optic. And then a Connor Zillage Unleashed. There we go. Last stack of box number 8. What are we looking for? We're looking at Tyler Reddick again. Tyler Reddick Optic. We got William Swallich. And then how about a Kyle Busch B and a holographic one? Looks like Connor Zillage, little Connor Zillage red. Oh, no, sorry, Connor Hall. I'm like, that doesn't look like Connor Zillage. Connor Hall red, Tanner gray. And there's Chris Buescher. Suited up red out of 99. Butterbean Unleashed. Gio. And then Ernie Herman. And how about, see, now I haven't seen a parallel of these. I like to see what a gold one looks like. That'd be nice. I know they do have parallels. Here's Daniel Hemrick. Parallel. More Connor Hall. And then Kyle Busch, it looks like, right behind it. And just a portrait and a rides to finish off that stack. Let me clean up for the final stretch. Last year they had 5 just base cards. There were 5 base cards. And now, the rides, oops, sorry, I hit the camera. The rides are, I call them base. They're kind of base plus. How about that? We'll call the rides base plus because, technically they are base, but a little better series. So they mixed it up a little bit. And of course they have the parallels and the inserts. What are you guys thinking? It's Donruss. I'm seeing what I expect. Now, last call here. There's Tyler Reddick. Got a Tyler Reddick door number right there. We have Harrison Burton door number and Chase Briscoe. Got some nice door numbers, and they all seem to be available. So if you're interested, send me a direct message if you're looking for one of those, because then it won't cost you any extra on shipping. If any of those, Tony B, a little bit of Tony B. If you see any of the ones that are still available, and maybe tomorrow, I might, on the second half of the case, I might include those with tomorrow's second half of the case break. If they don't sell, that'll sweeten the pot a little bit on those. See, that's Flo. Thank you, Flo. I appreciate that. I think that'd be nice, unless somebody wants to grab them now. And remember, for the price you get this break, if you want the same price in the next one to finish off the case, let me know. Just send me a message, and we'll get together whenever you're on, and I'll post it for you. All right, here we go. We got box number 9. Starting us off with little Ross Chastain. Right behind it is Ty Dillon. And then more color. I thought that was a Carson. It's a little different color there. See, more colorful. I like that. We got to use those words. JHN. And Tony B again. And Jimmy Johnson. Little Jimmy Johnson Unleashed. Here is Carson Kvapil. See, there's not as many. There used to be like one every 3 or 1 every 4 packs. Here, we're not getting that many. So if you're putting together one of those sets, you might want to pick them up before people realize. Here's Kevin Harvick Unleashed. Yeah, I'm like, I think the Unleashed are my favorite parallel. I'm sorry, favorite insert. That one is like, oh, that's pretty cool. When I say that to myself as we're opening them up, I think that's the KK. 199 blue, Cade Honeycutt. And how about it? The autographs are starting to pick up. How about a Joey Logano auto? Look at that. Autographs are picking up a little bit. That's a good Joey Logano autograph too. I'm giving that an A. That's a good signature. Take a look. That's not too bad. What, Joey Logano? I gotta give a shout out. Joey went to Jim. Hey, Jim. I don't know if he's here right now, but congrats on that. That one, maybe he's going to watch this later. The autographs are picking up. We'll show those at the end. Matt Kenseth, Unleashed. Connor Zillage and the King to finish there. Here we go. We're looking at Daniel Suarez. And a little Heim time. And Legacy. Team logo. There is Sammy Smith. Dawson Sutton. See, yeah, you're right. I'm not seeing that many rookies as I saw last year. Kyle Larson. It's good to discuss. Here's SVG. Optic. Cole Custer. Out of $2.99 here. And Alex Bowman. There's a parallel is Carl Edwards on a $2.99. The optic is Kyle Petty, and then more. Here's more. Joe Gibbs. Looks like, yeah, Joe Gibbs team logo for there. Is Jeremy? Have we seen? I didn't look at the base, but I saw it a little better. Know of what's there. When I sort through, yeah, I don't see mention any Jeremy Clement. Now I'm going to send all the cards this week. Maybe next week we'll, unless you don't want it. If you don't want the base, send me a message. That'll be easier to ship to you if you don't want any of the base cards. Send me a message on that. But I'll send everything unless I hear from you otherwise. All right, what do we got here? We're looking at Taylor, a little Taylor gray. And there's an optic Carson Quapple. Black out of 20 out of 39. We'll get that top loaded for you. And oh, how about this? How about a season highlights? The NASCAR Cup. Now, this is the only one I didn't know how to list. Someone's going to randomly get this one. Because it didn't have a name on it in that parallel. Cut number 4, right? Yeah, I was looking at that and I was like, who gets this one? I was thinking about that as I was making the checklist. Here's Connor Zillage. Optic. The Martin Truex, Burning Rubber. That's a cool picture. Austin Hill Blue, out of $1.99. And there's Ryan Blaney, is the spelling. Right behind it is Austin Beers, $2.99. Bubba Wallace. Optic, and a little Heim time. Race Kings. I like the Race Kings too. Oh, I thought that was a optic. Here is Alex Bowman. Shiny optic. The silver. And Junior. And little E. Corey Heim E. And box number 9 is going to finish. Let's finish strong here. With Carson Quapple. The optic is Chase Briscoe. And Jeff Gordon Unleashed. Here is Harrison Burton is the optic. See? Harrison. SVG. Red out of 299. And Kyle Busch. Spelling. Eric Jones. I think that's the first time I said Eric Jones. The red-blue parallel. Frankie Nunez. And how about a little Lane Riggs? A blue out of 49. This is 49 out of 49 too. A bookend. Pedal to the metal, little sheet metal, blue, kind of fun color. And the last pack has JJ in it. The Optic Danica is the parallel, and a little Kyle Busch insert to finish off box number 9. All right, one more box here. One more box. Thanks again, everybody. I do appreciate it. On an opening day break. It's kind of fun. We got one more box to go. Don't go anywhere yet. And like I said, if you're enjoying the show, if you like what we're doing here, please follow and tell all of your friends to follow also. I know there's a lot of good breakers out there, so I appreciate you hanging out with me. And let's keep going. We're going to keep going here. Hey, thank you, Dallas. Thank you. We're going to keep going with tomorrow morning. So come on by tomorrow morning. I already got a honeydew list that my wife texted me. So come on by tomorrow morning for a fresh case. And then, like I said, if you want the same price that you got in this break on anybody, let me know. And then we'll be happy to extend that to you. And bring 10 of your friends with you to finish off the case for tomorrow. As opening day hype settles. And then we're doing a fresh case tomorrow morning, and we'll finish that up on Friday morning. All right, here we go. Here's half of box number 10. 101 still. I'm still holding out. Little last box magic here. Oh, maybe. Not a 101. I see this little gold right there. Okay. Pay attention. Here is a silver Justin Bonsignor. Right behind it is Joey Logano blue out of 199. And Ryan Blaney spelling 199. Followed by a purple Daniel Dye. Chase Elliott. And right behind Chase Elliott is... Oh, how about a little Ryan Blaney gold autograph? The autograph picked up. There we go. Not too shabby here. Ryan Blaney, same autograph all the time. A little Ryan Blaney gold optic, 4 out of 10. Very nice. Let me get that light off of that. Congrats on that. Who had Ryan Blaney? That one's going to Ryan Blaney is Joe B. There he is, Joe B. Here, look, I'm going to shamelessly get United Sports Cards in the background if you're taking a screenshot of that. Congrats, Joe B. We'll show all those autographs at the end. Not too shabby here. That's a gold. I'm putting that gold right in front. That's our second gold. Still got a little handful. Unleashed, Jimmy Johnson. Here is an optic little Jim Burton. We got Chris Buescher. And Jimmy Johnson spelling. The insert is Carson Hocevar. Oh, there's Terry Labonte. Green. And the Haas. That was the first stack. Here is Raja Optic. More Tyler Reddick. At a $2.99. And Corey Day, Unleashed. We'll get an extra insert on that one. William Byron. Caden Honeycutt out of red. Caden Honeycutt. Austin Beers Optic. And there's Who would I like better? I like Fenway. I'd call it. We're gonna favor the owner on that one. There's Austin Cindric. That's a fun one. Austin Cindric Optic. Right behind it is, it looks like Luke Fenhouse. Oh, yeah. Like I couldn't find the writing. More William Byron. A William Swatch. Parallel. Joey Logano. Optic. And Kyle Larson Race Kings. To finish that stack. All right, last unwrapping here. Two nice gold autographs. I haven't seen any low numbers on the memorabilia. And we got a Ryan Blaney autograph gold, Jeff Gordon optic gold, so that's not too shabby. I haven't seen any paper gold yet. Maybe it's coming up. All right, here we go. Good luck. Good luck. So far, Joe B liked the last box. The last box magic for him. Let's see what else we got. We're doing it. A little Brett Cruz, pedal to the metal. Memorabilia. Denny Hamlin blue out of 199 insert. And Jimmy Johnson for the spelling. Oh, yeah, downtown. There we go. That's a good call. Here is Bad Brad. Blue, Justin Allgaier, optic. And then Matt Kenseth. Unleashed. Silver, Jesse Love. I'm going to count how many silvers we got. I'm getting hung up on that. Kyle Larson. And there is Carson C. We got the parallel is Andre Perez de Lara. SVG is the optic. And Time Race Kings. And let's finish off the hand with Kyle Petty. Optic. We got Chase Briscoe and William Byron for that group. There comes a Zach Tinkle. Yeah, I put Trickle. I was thinking Cole Trickle. Watching too much Ross Chastain there. Optic. And the last memorabilia looks like Chris Buescher. Suited up. Unleashed. Jeff Gordon. Here is Justin Allgaier. Red. JHN. No, that's J-Mac. That's J-Mac. And holographic race. See, I like the race kings. I like the holographics. Those are always my favorite. I like the gold. The golds are my favorite too. All right, looks like last pack. We got Ty Dillon. There is Dawson Sutton. Rated rookie optic. And Jimmy Johnson. And the last cards of the break. Looks like Ty Gibbs and Riley Hurst. Some portraits there for the last card. All right, let me show a few. Okay, let me show a few cards here. We got, let's go through the autographs first. If you stepped away, now remember, I videotaped the whole break. I'll post it. We got Joey Logano and Kevin Harvick. See, the autographs kicked in. Then there's Brendan Poole. Danica dialed in. So some nice autographs. Daniel Dye there. And Kyle Weatherman. This is our only optic. Ryan Preece. Andre Perez de Lara. This is our only rookie, I'd say. And then Ryan Blaney. Nice gold one there. And then how about a little of the parallels here? How many did we get of each? In our wall of fame. Let's see. out of gold parallel, not autograph. We'll go not autograph. We had two, William Swalich, and we had J-Mac out of 25. A lot of black here. Let's see what there were. We got Black Velocity and Jimmy Johnson Black Velocity Optic. And then we had door numbers. Oh, this is a Black Velocity. This is a Velocity one. And here was our door numbers. We got Tyler Reddick out of 45, Chase Briscoe out of 19, and Harrison Burton out of 51. And then some of the nice fireworks. There's, look at that. Alex Bowman, 49 of 49. Kevin Harvick, we had a bunch of purples. I just only sleeved a few, and Jimmy Johnson. Here is Denny Hamlin, blue fireworks, or blue explosion. Jimmy Johnson explosion. Nice optic, Connor Zellage. And here's what suited up looked like, a blue suited up. A little Corey Heim. And of course, our low number with the autograph. Here's Jeff Gordon gold.